What's up, guys? This is Practice Peace and Love, wishing you peace and love in your life today, coming at you with positive vibes. And I just wanted to share a message with you today from my heart, and I hope this reaches you. I hope you're able to receive this. And what I want to say to you today is take responsibility for your happiness, take responsibility for your state of being, take responsibility for your emotional state. And what I mean by this is do not blame anyone or make anybody else or anything else responsible for your emotions, for your feelings, and for your internal state of being, and for your self-image and your self-worth. Do not let anyone or anything affect your self-image or your self-worth or your emotional state. You are in control of your feelings, your emotions, and your emotional state, and your internal state. You're in control of you, and nobody else is responsible for that but yourself. And there's tons of factors and external things that can happen in life that we cannot control, but that does not mean that you have no control over your internal state. Things are going to happen, things come and things go, and that's the reality of all things in reality. They come and they go. We come and we go. We're born and we die. Houses come and houses get destroyed by natural disasters. Planets come and planets go. Solar systems come and solar systems go. And memories come and memories go, you know. So what I'm trying to say here is don't let these external factors dominate your internal state. You are responsible for your internal state, and upon realizing this, you can find so much freedom, and life just becomes a lot easier. And for some, it can be a challenge, and for me, it can be a challenge. For anyone, it could be a challenge to take full responsibility when we've been living a life where we've been taught like subconsciously and subliminally to let all these external factors dominate us and push us in all these different emotional directions. But the truth remains that you're the one that's responsible. You have sole custody over your emotions, your feelings, and your mind, and you get to choose what you feed your mind, and you have that power, and it's your birthright as a human being to have that control over yourself. So what I really want for you guys and for myself and for anyone is to take control of our internal states, and we'll come so much closer to our potential, and there's so much more good we can do for ourselves and for everybody around us if we take control of our internal states. And there's a great man named Terence McKenna, and in his own words, he said, "The mushroom said to me that if you don't have a plan, you will become a part of someone else's plan." And that's what Terence McKenna said, and that saying right there goes for miles for me, because there's a lot of plans and agendas going on. And if you don't have one of your own, you're just going to get swept up by everyone else's plans and agendas and their points of view and their realities and the way that they see things. And you know what? That's all fine and dandy, but you still have a right to control your internal state, and you have a right to have peace as a human being on this earth. You have a right to have peace in yourself. You have a right to have happiness if that is what you want. You can have peace and happiness. You can have love in your life if that is what you want. And what I mean by love is being in the right place in your heart. I don't mean you have a right to like possess people and like get a relationship when you want and be all like possessive and weird. No, I mean you have a right to have love in your life by being in the right place in your heart and seeing the beauty of life that's everywhere, all around us. So please remember this and form a plan of your own. I bet you'd probably want to become a stronger person. I bet you would love to have like a stronger sense of internal peace in your life. And I know I do. I want those things because this life is precious, this life is beautiful, and I want to live it the best I can. And I would hope for those people out in the world that are in need, that are being hurt, and that are hungry, and are being oppressed and controlled and used. I would want the same thing for those people. I would want them to be able to live the best life they can too. And I strongly believe with all of my heart that if we all started like forming our own plans and living the best lives that we can, making the most of this life, and finding that place of love in our hearts, and that appreciation that helps us to open our eyes and see the beauty in life and the preciousness of life and all lives within it, I think that could send out the energy, the ripples, and the chain reactions and the butterfly effects that we need for those people in need to somehow get a better life and to be in a better place in life. If we give out love and if we give out peace, and if more people start doing that, then the ones that are in need and the ones that are hurting will be able to have some of that too, and they'll be able to have a chance to live a better life. It's not going to happen by force, because if you force people to conform to a certain agenda, there will be resistance, there will be resentment there, and it just turns into like hatred and violence and just more fighting, and that's not the answer. I think the answer in a way is like influence. You have a huge effect on the world around you, and you can choose how you affect the world around you, the same way that you can choose your internal state. And I just really hope that this makes sense to you, because life is precious. So don't waste it being miserable. Don't blame others for your depression. Don't blame external circumstances for your anxiety or your depression or your sadness or your loneliness. Take responsibility for your depression. Take responsibility for your anxiety. Take responsibility for your loneliness, for your sadness, for the emptiness, for whatever it is. Own it and take responsibility for it and build from there. What is your plan? Do you want to have peace in your life? Then go for it and fight for it, and take the necessary steps so that you can build that strength and that awareness in you, so you can have that peace that you want in your life. And I hope this message was received well. And yeah, other than that, today's a beautiful day, and the birds are singing some beautiful songs. Sky is wonderful, and I got no complaints. Life is good, and I have everything I need, and everything's okay. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and thank you so much for hanging out with me, and peace out.